Right, Doug, thank you. Protests and rioting have now happened in all 50 states across the country.
Black leaders here in West Michigan say there is plenty we can learn from both the peaceful and even the violent demonstrations we have seen. Lauren Edwards joining us now after speaking with them today. Lauren?
Derek and Annie, I'm outside the courthouse here in downtown Kalamazoo, and we still have a protest going on. They are small, but they are strong. And as you know, over the past few days, I've covered protests and riots between Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids, and they've all been passionate. And while the riots have been destructive, I spoke with a few black women, female leaders here in the area, and they say don't just look at them and turn your head. Look at them and ask yourselves why they are happening.
Protest is speaking out against a perceived injustice, right? Hoping that your voice is heard.
That's what the organizers of the protest in Grand Rapids wanted on Saturday, to communicate a message of justice and change.
Rioting probably has several definitions, including perhaps the very vocal and violent spillover of, frustration and fear, et cetera.
And may include outside agitation, says WMU law professor Tracy Brame. Rioting is what happened Saturday night in Grand Rapids and Monday in Kalamazoo. But she says there's so much to learn from it.
And in order to talk about what happened during the riots and the looting, you have to talk about what led up to it.
She says people are upset about institutional racism in all facets of life for Black people and other communities of color.
Racism is the problem. And the problem is, and it bubbles up everywhere. Like it bubbles up in education, it bubbles up in the healthcare system, as we can see from the COVID, impact of COVID on communities.
And how frustrated people are having to deal with it. Kalamazoo County Commissioner Stephanie Moore echoed the same sentiment.
People are sick and tired of being sick and tired. People are in pain. Even I am mad as hell. As a woman and as a mother, I'm tired.
They say the best way to move forward is to be reflective and have hard conversations.
Ask yourselves why, right? And ask yourself, and part of the question that keeps coming up is, how can we avoid being here again?
And while they both want to avoid another riot, they say that will require systemic change.
And what I want is the people who can help change the trajectory of this to come to the table, to realize that this is the voice of people who are tired, who are angry, and rightfully so.
And so you're saying, again, the tired and the angry, they're small, but they are powerful. They have been out here for a while protesting. And Moore and Brame, they both said pretty emphatically they are against the violence. It's not something they want, but they are imploring everyone when you see them just to ask yourselves why this is happening and educate yourselves on why it's happening. Reporting live here in downtown Kalamazoo, Lauren Edwards, Fox 17 News.
All right, Lauren, thank you.